Hello everyone. Now I just want to talk about a movie called Dolly, Dearest that came out in 1991. Dolly, Dearest, I never even heard of it. And I don't know where I was to not hear about it for 1991, but I think they kind of want it, like in the poster you can see it's a doll, it's a woman doll, they call it Dolly. And I think they kind of wanted to do kind of like a woman Chucky type thing, but it just unfortunately didn't fly. Because recently I saw this picture on Facebook and they said between this movie and this movie, and I said, I have never heard of Dolly, Dearest. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to check it out. So I looked on YouTube and the full movie was on YouTube. And I was like, okay, I watched it. I could see why. It wasn't a bad movie. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel. Basically what it was about is a family that bought a business in Mexico. So they go to Mexico and they bought a doll business. So they have this factory. And they left the factory the way it was. They don't say too much about the owner. Maybe the owner sold it and left, or the owner died. They honestly don't say too much about that. So they have a young girl and they have a boy. And the boy has these glasses on and he looks like a nerd. That's what they used to call nerds back in the day. And nerds, geeks. And he was a book smart guy. And him and his sister seemed to get along. And the characters seemed to develop for the good 40 minutes of the film that I actually enjoyed. And I enjoyed the whole film, don't get me wrong. But I was thinking of a different scenario. I'm not going to tell you too much about the movie, except what I just told you there. But there were dolls in the factory, and all the dolls were the same, and he had the rights to sell them and make more. And he gave one to his little girl. Now his little girl was going through a hard time moving from all her friends. She always wrote letters to her friends, but she had no friends there. So she started talking to Dolly. So at one minute you're thinking, well, is the kid crazy? Is the kid the killer or the doll the killer? What's going on here? Are there a lot of kills in the movie? I'm not going to tell you that. But at the ending of the movie, the ending of the movie happened too quickly. Like all of a sudden it's like bang, 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 and it just happened. And the mystery of what was going on. Like they had a maid and a cook. She was a maid and a cook for the kids while the parents were working. And she felt evil in the house. And she said, I'm not working for you anymore. So she leaves. And then the kid with the glasses, the nerd or geek you want to say, back in the day anyway. They don't say that today, I don't think. So he is a book smart kid. So he's reading books of the history of the property. What happened here, what happened there. It's a shame because it was a low-budget movie, but I think that if they made another one, it would have kind of picked up pace, and they never made a sequel or a third one, and it's a shame. And I think it wasn't advertised because I didn't even know about it, and that itself is unusual. And I believe in 91, Child's Play 3 came out at the same time. So Chucky really took over the dolls, and they tried to make all these other doll movies that just didn't fly until recently, until Megan came out. And now Megan is the woman doll, and Chucky is the main doll. And of course they did a remake of Chucky that I actually did like. But yeah, I just want to say that check out Dolly, Dearest. You will enjoy it. I didn't have any problems with the speed of the movie. And there are some mysteries I didn't say. And the acting was good. I had problems with a few of the actors, and maybe some scenes that could have been redone. But overall, I had a fun time watching it, and I didn't go to my phone. Like a lot of times when I get bored of a movie, I go to my phone and I just kind of glance at the movie. I didn't do that with this. I watched it all the way through, and I was curious, because back in the day, when I kind of got a little bored of watching a movie, I used to look at my phone and see how long the movie is going to be on. And I was like, oh, I got bored within the hour of the movie. And sometimes I didn't look at my phone at all. And the only reason why I put it on pause for this one is because someone called me and I had to answer the call. It was important because I had to get going. But if that didn't happen, I would have watched it all the way through and not even considered going to my phone. Dolly Dearest, YouTube, check it out. Check out my channel and other movie recommendations. I give Dolly Dearest, I'm not going to rate it right now because I'm actually going to rewatch some of the scenes. Some of the scenes are a little too quick. But thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, help my channel grow. And bye for now, everyone.